by God. It covers God's future plan for not just one race, but all the nations of the earth, and it focuses on the gifts and deeds that God will bestow on a few to benefit the many. We may define God's promise this way. The divine declaration or the assurance made it first to Eve, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and then to the whole nation of Israel that He would be their God, they would be His people, and He would dwell in their midst. The Bible records two kinds of promise from the Lord, unconditional and conditional. An unconditional pledge is one whose fulfillment rests solely with God. His commitment is independent of people and situation. The second divine promise is conditional. In other words, the Lord is willing to act under certain circumstances. God will do exactly what He has promised, but He requests our obedient cooperation before He fulfills the conditional pledges. To receive the blessing, we must satisfy the conditions He has set. If you are waiting for the Lord to fulfill His promise, check to be sure that you are carrying out your part. Galatians chapter 4 verses 7. So you are no longer a slave, but a child. And if a child, then also a heir through the God. Galatians chapter 3 verse 29. And if you belong to Christ, then you are Abraham's offspring, heirs according to promise. Christmas is a time of promise. May God fulfill all your promises. Thank you. C.E.H.S.S. Offer a mystery of rosary for the persons who do not love you. Ejaculatory prayer. My dear Jesus, teach me to love ever those who do not love me. Recite this prayer 100 times.